Welcome back to another episode of Lunkers and Bucks. Today we're back out at the Cavalier Wildlife Management Area in Chesapeake, Virginia. Please like and subscribe. This is a continuation of a video from about 3 weeks ago where I'm scouting this 3,800 acre park, and I had found some bear droppings and some areas where I think that there might be a bear or some deer. And we're back out this morning after a couple tropical storms to get my game cam, which is in the woods right now, get it out and check and see what's on the other side of this drainage ditch, which is to my right. As you can see, the water's still overflowing over the top of the dikes. I don't know exactly how deep this stuff is. It's probably about 10 feet deep. Um, these ditches or dikes were put in to help drain this 3,800 acres. The dikes were actually put in about a year or two ago, which has really rose the water levels, which is causing some of the issues. The cool thing coming up here, and there's a link in the description below that shows you some of the stuff I found, some of the deer and bear activity out here from about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's real interesting to see the differences that a storm will make, a couple weeks will make. And later on, I'll actually show you some of the pictures I got off the game cam. But it's a beautiful day. The fog's out. Let's see what we got out here. Lunkers and Bucks. As you can see, the bear last time I was here was dragging the corn from the cornfields back into the woods, and it is eating a hole in the cornfield. What's interesting is it really hasn't looked like they've been doing any eating here since the last time I was here about 2 weeks ago. And I'm wondering if it was me that spooked them out of there, because I did run into the bear when I came out last time. And you can see it's been dragging the corn across the road back into the swamp. So I just find it curious that they've stopped just because of one encounter. Obviously, there's a ton of mosquitoes out this early in the morning in the middle of the dismal swamp. So I'm putting on a little bit of mosquito control, thinking about getting across because it's pretty flooded. And I want to make sure I don't fall into that river, because it will not be fun with a 25 pound pack on. Not knowing really how deep it is. Unfortunately, the gate was still locked, and at 3,800 acres, I'm not walking in, so I'm riding my bike back and down, up and down these little roads you see here. It's really walking or bike only. I'm taking the bike. Of course, what always gets me nervous here is in this tall stuff, there's canebrake rattlesnakes, there's water moccasins galore, and I tend to have a sixth sense on finding them and sticking my foot on them. So I'm looking all around, my head's on a swivel. You can see how flooded this is, because normally the water isn't coming over the dike, and it is really flooded. I'm good at floating, but swimming I am not good at. And it is slippery.
This is already wet. Fuck.
As you can see, the storm had knocked down some shrubbery in front of my daggone camera, so I don't know what I've got on it.
Battery's dead. All right. mosquitoes are bad.
What I'm using here is a stealth cam. I've also got a stealth cam battery or a little boat battery. That battery should last about a month during the summertime during warm conditions. I can take all kinds of pictures, videos. It's motion sensor activated. Um, just real curious after this hurricane or tornado, a tropical storm, what kind of picks because there's a lot of movement with all the shrubbery. But it's going to be interesting to see.
Somebody's been messing with the camera.
That's the one real challenge, or one of the many challenges out hunting public access is you leave a camera out there, someone will, in a lot of cases, steal it if they find it. Fortunately, no one took it this time, but I have lost cameras out here. You can lock them up, but if they really want it, they're going to get it.
Yeah, there have been some storms. That fell down since last time.
I got out here right before work, so I'm moving as quickly as I can, and I want to see if I can spook up a deer or two, or maybe even a bear that might be back in here. Hunting season's only about a month away. I just can't wait to get out here. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Predator, but this reminds me a lot of Predator. It's very kind of tropical back in here, dismal swamp, bugs, thick vegetation, just everything out here. I'm half expecting to see the Predator come out of the trees. Really cool spot. If you've never been to the Great Dismal Swamp or Cavalier Wildlife Management Area, I highly recommend it if you like being outside.
I am not a good swimmer, and I've got 20 pounds in my pack. Look at all that. All right. No bears, no snakes, no falling in the water. So far, so good. The reason why I was so nervous, the camera's not locked up, and that's where other hunters are going to go into. So I had to get it out sooner or later. And the closer we get to hunting season, the more hunters are going to be. That's what I thought. I don't know if you can see that. That's not a dog track. That's not the biggest one out here. But that's big enough. right down the cornfield. Whew. Hopefully I got them on camera. Problem is that tree looked like it pushed something in front of it, in front of the lens. Hoping that didn't cause any problems. We've had a lot of storms, so there's been a lot of wind, and every time you get something moving in front of the camera, whether it be an animal or a shrub, it clicks pictures, and it was already out of battery life, and it typically lasts a month in the summer, and it's only been 3 weeks. Look at that. Little baby bear. So a mama and her cubs, or cub. Interesting thing is, this is only, what, maybe 50 yards from the other trail, and this wasn't here last time I was here. For some reason, they've decided to come and use this one. You can see where they're dragging the corn back to eat. Right back in there. Not really a big bear hunter. See them all the time, but man, as big as they are, I'm not dragging the thing out.
They've got all kinds of wildlife down here. Obviously, they got ducks. They also have a lot of doves. Here soon, in the next couple of weeks, they're going to harvest all this corn. And I think it's September 1st, September 2nd, they'll open up dove season. And you'll come down here and literally see a hunter almost every 50 yards hunting dove. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. Just never seen that many hunters in one spot. But it's, you know, if you like dove hunting, it's a good place to go. They even leave some of the corn up for deer later in the year as well.
Yeah, it looks like there's been a lot of damage down here since the last I was out. A couple big tropical storms. Something smells kind of rotten too. Oh, look at that. That was bone dry 2 weeks ago. You go further in, it'll be up to your ass in water. And where I put the camera before, it's a good thing I elevated the battery off the ground. Otherwise it'd be underwater and I'm out of expensive battery. I'll come back either with hip waders or when it's dry. Last time I did that, it's after a hurricane. Deer were still walking all through that, trying to find where they normally bed. Bad thing was it was buck only, and all I saw were does, and they were everywhere. Entertaining day, just nothing I could shoot. Still a good time.
Let's take a peek at those pictures I promised you. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Lunkers and Bucks.